Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing something very simple just because it's really my first video back. So I've got some suspending base here. This is about 700 grams. This is the melt and pour base that I'm using. If you want to go and buy some, it is the suspending base. I'll leave a link in the description below where you can get some. Okay, so for the mold, I'm going to be using this half-size Pringle can. It holds around about 400 grams. The colors that I'm going to be using are Fandango Neo color, and I'm also going to be using titanium dioxide. So I'm going to be using two colors. I'm going to melt them down in the container, and then I'm going to do a drop swirl. So I'm just going to pour it straight in. I'm going to see how this base reacts, because you have to remember that I haven't used this base in a couple of years now. I know, it's been a long time. I want to try and get my mojo back. I think this is the way to do it. Maybe more advanced swirl techniques and patterns and things like that as we go, but today I'm just going to keep it nice and simple, try and get a nice design. Okay, so I'm going to cut this base up and I'll be back. Okay, so I've got both my containers. They've got 200 grams in each one. Now I'm going to put them in the microwave and melt them down at the same time. And then I'm going to add the colors to them. And then I'm going to pour straight into the mold. We're going to see how we go. Now, I must admit here, I'm not using a fragrance because I'm not selling these soaps. If I was in business and selling my soaps, then I would definitely add a fragrance. But for this specific video, they're soaps just for me. So. And hopefully I can give you some sort of inspiration to make your own soaps. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, so these are the two bases. They're completely melted down from what I can see. There's no chunks left in there at all. It's all liquid. Let's see. So at the moment, it's 139 degrees, which is 59. Really quite hot for a melt and pour base. Probably over microwaved it a little bit, but that's okay. It gives us a little bit of time to work with. So we're going to pour this one. I haven't popped this bottle yet, so I'm hoping that it works. So with the titanium dioxide, you don't need a lot. I might just add a little bit more. That looks very opaque at the moment. Yeah, this definitely is a rubbishy bottle. Okay, so now I'm going to add the pink to this base. I'll just add half of it and see how it goes. Yeah, that was strong enough. Although, nah, let's just dump it all in. Why not? Honestly, I don't think that made a difference between half of it and all of it. They look exactly the same. Okay, so that is 134, and this one's 135, which is 57 Celsius. So they're okay. I'm just going to keep stirring them for a moment. I think it's a little bit too fluid. I want to try and get that temperature down. Wish this rubbing alcohol bottle was working better. It would cool it. It just doesn't seem to be spraying. Still way too liquidy. If you can see this, I'm just going to try and get some on the skewer. And you can see it's just dripping off. It's not stopping. There we go. There's little bits of it that are just sticking to the bamboo skewer, and that means that it's starting to cool down, and that's what we want. Because see, when base is very fluid, it will merge together with the colors, so you'll end up with like a light pink, because it will take a few minutes to set. But if you've got a base that's reasonably thick, it's not going to merge together. So I'll just check these temperatures again. Okay, so that's now 121, which is 49. And that one's 125, so this one's hotter. I'm going to skip forward until I get to the right temperature. So it's now 116. This one's still at 118. So they're getting down. Remember, only got to pour into this tiny little can, so it's not going to take a long time to get rid of it. Oh, do you see that? Oh yeah, I love that. Do you see how the soap is starting to stick to that? That's what I want. In fact, I think we're ready. Yes, we are. We are ready. All right, so here we go. I'm going to start with white, I think. Hope you can see this. That looks good in there. Those colors do look like they're merging a little bit. I might pour a little bit more white in that one. Yeah, that white is turning light pink. So, not sure how well this is going to work. But you can see that clump that just rolled in there is a lot thicker. Yeah, this is just turning pink, so I've poured it too hot. Okay, so this is clumped up so much now that I can't get that out. So I'm going to have to put them back into the microwave and melt them back down. Now there's only a little bit of pink left, and it is very fluid because it was the hotter of the two. See if I can show you in there right now. So that's what it looks like right now. So you can see that the white is staying there, but that was only the top bit. So I'm just going to spray that. That was only the last of the white. See, it's not, there's nothing coming out of that container now. It's all stuck in there. In fact, I could probably peel it off. Yeah, look, I can. So that's how fast you have to work with melt and pour. Right? I pulled all that soap out of that container. That's how fast it went solid. And yet the pink is still very fluid. It's moving around in there. But the top part, I'm going to stop playing with my my soap here and go and melt these back down, both of them, and then I'll be back in a second. Okay, just give that a spray on top. That actually looks pretty good. I like these colors. I don't know how the drop swirl is going to go. It looked like it merged a little bit more, but we certainly won't see until I unmold this and cut it into bars and see what it looks like inside. So I'll be back for that in just a minute. Thanks for hanging with me. Okay, so it's been a few hours and now I'm going to unmold this. It's been a while since I've done this, so I think I'm going to have to use a knife. I can't feel that connection, so the rubbing alcohol's clearly done its job. Hand off, Dean. Oh, yes. Oh my goodness, look at that. That came out really nice. You can't see it on this camera though, for some reason. It's really, really nice. Very, very detailed. Okay. There we go. There's the other side. I'm going to take photos and put them in the end. That's kind of nice. Okay, so that one's pretty much as it should be. More like a yin-yang sort of thing. That's the top part. And then obviously that's the bottom bit that I cut before. And then that's the top. So it did blend together a fair bit, but those two really, really nice. So I'm pretty happy with this, but I think there can be other ways to do it. And I'm going to try do some other experiments and I'm going to put them on camera. So they'll be in my next videos. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.